Art in many contexts is seen to have symbolic meaning pertaining to the context and contributing to it positively. When the shapes and patterns used to create art starts to acquire meaning contextually, it transcends into symbolism. Therefore, art contributes in the overall understanding of the structure and ambience. Also, shape evolving into patterns is more often than not an algorithmic process. Now, these patterns in consideration are characterized to be fractal in nature. Therefore, a logical connection can be made between patterns and their meanings, that is, fractals and symbolism. In Hindu religious architecture, the shapes have set of meanings. Their combinations have certain meanings, and the patterns evolved from them have either a higher metaphorical meaning or a totally new interpretation. The Indian artist never tried to copy nature because, being a philosopher in the Indian sense of the word, a pure and harmonious man, he is nature. And thus he could create in parallel with nature, imitating only the organic impulse, the thirst for life and growth, the caprice of discovering new forms and new delights, while not imitating directly the forms of nature. The Indian artists imitated the gesture of nature and created on his own account, using, however, a different space and different form from natural ones. The Indians offer a sentiment full of harmony with nature, of equality, with, and love for all their innumerable connections. To want to describe or suggest aspects of nature is a sign of dissociation of nature from consciousness. Symbolism is an artistic and poetic movement using symbolic images and indirect suggestions to express mystical ideas, emotions, and the state of mind. It is the use of symbols to represent metaphysical ideas or qualities. When architectural forms become the vehicles of content in plan, elevation, and ornamentation, they become symbolic. Their symbolism can be understood consciously or unconsciously by associating to a building one has seen before, and by the fact that it suggests certain universal experiences. Symbolism was largely a reaction against naturalism and realism, anti-idealistic styles which were attempt to represent reality in its gritty particularity and to elevate the humble and the ordinary over the ideal. Symbolism was a reaction in favor of spirituality, the imagination, and the various dreams that people have. The mathematical roots of the idea of fractals have been traced throughout the years as a formal path of various works that we've read about. From Carl Bovell to Michael J. Oswald and other renowned authors, they have paved the way for newer models and methods, along with refining the methods involved in the analysis of symbolism. A lot of work has been done in the area of temple structure measurement and proportions and their intricate relationship with each other. The studies in the field of temple architecture address the aspect of the analysis of the geometric progression through digitization now, but earlier it was all manual. It is strongly felt that the basic reason for which the temples were built and such elaborate constructions taken up has been neglected. It has been mostly cited as fervor element. It has been proved by various scholars that how important was geometry, how important was symbol in the temple architecture. Indian architecture, with its rich tapestry of history and cultural influence, is celebrated for its intricate and symbolic decorative elements. These traditional Indian architectural elements are more than mere embellishments. They carry deep cultural, spiritual, and historical significance. Understanding these elements provides a window into the rich heritage of India's architectural legacy and the profound meanings that they convey. The essence of traditional Indian architecture lies in its meticulous attention to detail and the integration of symbolic elements. Across the diverse regions of India, unique architectural styles have emerged, each with distinctive features, yet certain core elements are universally recognized and revered. Temples stand as the crowning jewel of traditional Indian architecture. Designed as microcosms of the cosmos, these structures serve as bridges connecting the human realm with the divine. The towering Shikhara, or spire representing Mount Meru, the mythological axis of the universe, points skyward, while expansive mandapas, pillared halls, provide communal gathering spaces for rituals and ceremonies. The key elements of the Indian architecture contain the pillars, the domes, and the arches. The pillars, often intricately carved, pillars are both structural and symbolic, representing stability and strength. They are adorned with motifs of flora, fauna, and mythological scenes, showcasing the artisan's craftsmanship. The domes, introduced during the Mughal era, the domes symbolize the heavens and are prominent in mosques and mausoleums, such as the Taj Mahal. Their majestic presence adds to the spiritual ambiance of these structures. The arches, particularly prominent in Mughal architecture, symbolize gateways to different realms. They are often embellished with detailed patterns and calligraphy, adding to the aesthetic and symbolic value. Indian architecture transcends mere bricks and mortar. It's a language, a visual narrative steeped in symbolism that speaks volumes about the culture and beliefs of the society that birthed it. Embedded within the intricate carvings, sculptures, and motifs are profound meanings waiting to be deciphered. Let's delve deeper into some of these architectural symbols and unlock the stories that they tell. The lotus, a bloom of purity and enlightenment. The lotus flower is perhaps the most ubiquitous symbol in Indian architecture. The sacred bloom, emerging pristine from muddy waters, represents the human spirit's ability to rise above the challenges of life and attain enlightenment. Its perfect symmetry and unblemished petals embody purity, both physical and spiritual. In temples, the lotus is often depicted on floors or on friezes, symbolizing the stepping stone on the path to spiritual awakening. Even in modern architecture, the lotus motif continues to appear as a testament to its timeless significance. The next we have the elephant, a guardian of strength and good fortune. The majestic elephant is a revered symbol in Indian culture, and its presence in architecture signifies strength, wisdom, and auspiciousness. Sculptures of elephants, particularly at entrances of traditional buildings, serve as guardians, warding off evil and ensuring the well-being of those within the premises. Their immense size and intelligence represent power and knowledge, while their gentle nature embodies compassion and stability. In some regions, elephants are depicted carrying pots of overflowing water, symbolizing prosperity and abundance. Decorative elements showing craftsmanship. The decorative elements in Indian architecture highlight the exceptional skills of Indian artisans, from intricate jali, the lattice work, to vibrant frescoes. These elements enhance the visual and spiritual appeal of the structures. The jali work, or the perforated beauty. The jali work, featuring perforated stone or latticed screens, serve both aesthetic and functional purposes. It allows light and air to flow while providing privacy and reducing heat, creating a tranquil indoor environment. Fresco and the murals. Colorful narratives. Frescoes and murals adorn the walls of temples, depicting scenes from mythology, history, and sometimes daily life. These colorful paintings are not only decorative but also serve as mediums of storytelling and cultural preservation. Now, the regional variations in architectural elements that we have already seen about the North Indian architecture and of the South Indian architecture, how different they have been. Now, the modern adaptations of the traditional elements of the same. In contemporary times, traditional Indian architectural elements are being adapted in modern designs also. Modern homes often feature traditional elements such as jali work, lotus motifs, and carved wooden doors. These additions not only enhance the beauty of the homes but also imbue them with cultural significance. The ornamental elements of Indian architecture are a testament to the country's rich cultural and spiritual heritage. From the symbolic lotus to the intricate jali work, each element tells a story and carries profound meanings. By understanding these traditional Indian architecture elements, we can appreciate the depth and beauty of India's architectural legacy. The fusion of aesthetic and symbolism in these designs continues to inspire and influence modern architecture, reflecting the timeless appeal of Indian art